all goes well, I'll finally get to meet your sister. From everything you've told me about her, she'd rather murder me than speak with me.
Oh. First she'd torture you in some horrible way, then she'd murder you. Nobody trusts my sister less than I do, believe me.
Hello, my sweet summer children. I'm back with some juice to get you through the long nights. So, this video will contain potential spoilers for Game of Thrones Season 8. I know, a lot of you are trying to dodge spoilers this off-season. I am too, but sometimes you accidentally see a thing or two, and the best thing for me to do is share that with you. If I've seen it, I need to tell you. I need to say that I've seen this potential spoiler and not act like I haven't. So this is your warning. If you want to remain spoiler-free, then skip this video and catch me in the next one. Also, you don't have to worry about me bringing these spoilers up in other videos. Because of the potential validity of this spoiler, I won't make predictions related to this spoiler without proper tags. If you're still here, then that means you're interested in all the spoiler juice. So, if you haven't heard, about a week ago, Frikidoctor released a video about Tyrion and the Dragon Pit. He has since made another video with more details. Now, I have trust in Frikidoctor. I trust him. He hasn't ever led us astray, but I'm really suspicious of this particular spoiler for many reasons, and I'm going to talk about it. So the spoiler is that Tyrion will be put on trial at the Dragon Pits in the last episode, and he will be executed for treason. Before I get into the extra details of who's there and who's not there, the things that are being said, I want to address a few things. So we don't know who Frikidoctor's source is. He's not telling us. He actually shouldn't tell us. That person could probably get in a lot of trouble if this is true. So I would assume it's someone pretty close to the fire because they have been right so many times. But before season 8 even started filming, the programming director for Game of Thrones went on the record and said a few things. I know in Game of Thrones, the ending, they're going to shoot multiple versions so that nobody really knows what happens. HBO Casey Bloys said. You have to do that on a long show because when you're shooting something, people know. So they're going to shoot multiple versions so that there's no real definitive answer until the end. Amelia Clark doubled down on what Casey Bloys said when she said that none of the cast know what the actual ending is. If there's ever a leak of any kind, don't believe it because it's probably not true. So, should she have said that? Yes. But do cast members mislead you purposely? Yes. With HBO's programming director saying that they were going to shoot multiple versions of the ending, they could literally be multiple endings recorded, and Frikidoctor's source may have seen one of the multiple endings. Or maybe HBO has paid Frikidoctor to tell us a lie. I'm just kidding. Like, Frikidoctor, are they paying you to tell us this? Let me know in my DMs. So anyway, maybe Frikidoctor's source is right. I don't know. It just doesn't make much sense to me. So let's navigate this from multiple angles and see just what the fuck is going on. So firstly, let's go over the details. The actors that play Jon Snow, Sansa Stark, Arya Stark, Bran Stark, Davos, Varys, Grey Worm, Yara, Sam, Cersei, Tyrion, Jaime, Brienne, Gendry, the Night King, Robin Arryn, Jaqen H'ghar, and the Waif all went to film this particular scene at the Dragon Pit where it was located. They were all seen there. But the only people that are mentioned in the spoiler of actually filming is Sansa, Arya, Bran, Davos, Sam, Sweet Robin, Brienne, Tyrion, Grey Worm, the Unsullied, a man in gold armor, and a man no one knows. So all of this could be purposely to mix things up and throw us off the scent. Now, there also could be multiple scenes being filmed. Someone could be on trial, and they could film multiple versions of this trial with a different defendant each time. That would save costs and still help them conceal the ending. So it doesn't necessarily have to end up being Tyrion. filming multiple scenes could be expensive, so they could just film the same scene in multiple ways with multiple filming units, like swapping out characters. So for example, they could film a scene with one unit where Tyrion is on trial, then film another scene with another unit where Sansa is on trial, then film another scene where Brienne is on trial, and so forth and so on. If Tyrion is on trial for treason, I don't get it. So let's try to make sense of it. The first huge elephant in the room is that when this trial is happening, Jon and Daenerys are not there. So where are they? Are they dead? Not likely. I don't think Jon nor Daenerys will die. So it makes no sense that Jon and Daenerys are not there to witness the trial of a said traitor. Frikidoctor says that during this scene, Tyrion says two things during this trial. One, I never bet against my family, which hints at Tyrion doing something to betray Daenerys for his family. And two, they deserved it. I think he said that Bran goes back in time to season 1 and finds something that Tyrion does and says these things. I guess. I don't know. There are no weirwoods in King's Landing, so I don't know how he's going to manage to do that, because all of the information searching so far he's been getting seems to be from the Heart Tree at Winterfell, but whatever. So anyway, back in January when Talking Thrones and I were doing our character collaborations, I'll link that at the top, we did say that we thought that there was a potential foreshadowing being done in season 7 that Tyrion could possibly betray Daenerys. But we both kind of agreed that that would suck. And I don't think it fits his character arc. So we do know there is, according to the books and Daenerys' visions and prophecies from the House of the Undying, there is the third treason, the treason for love. I already did a complete video on the treason for love and what I think it is in the House of the Undying. I did a very detailed 2-part series that I will link. But this treason, in my opinion, is related to Jon, not Tyrion. So the premises of Tyrion's betrayal would need to be for someone he loves. Well, there really isn't anyone that he loves left in the story with the exception of Jaime. So there was another spoiler that came out. Basically, the details of a lawsuit where Nickelodeon, Costco, Walmart is suing HBO or something. I don't know. But apparently, he will only appear in 4 episodes, but they're going to be paying him for 6. So if Jaime is dead, what could Tyrion do? Be working with Cersei? No, the likelihood of Tyrion working with Cersei is like slim to none. He despises her, and his whole entire time in exile, he dreams of killing her. So Tyrion's wish is for his birthright, and Daenerys can give that to him. Also, he is Daenerys' hand. He has more power than Cersei would ever give him. He's not an idiot, so why would he switch sides? Not only switch sides, but switch to the losing side. For Cersei, or for Cersei's baby? That's insane. Jaime left Cersei and his own unborn child and is heading north. Tyrion will be there with him. So Tyrion isn't going to be a traitor for Jaime or Jaime's baby because Jaime is on the same side as Tyrion already. Also, yes, Tyrion loved Tommen and Myrcella, but he knew them. He knew them since they were babies, and they are gone. He doesn't know this baby in Cersei's belly. And also, spoiler, this baby is likely to die in episode 1 of season 8. Cersei waking in a bed of blood was a scene that was removed from the season 7 outline. So I talked about this a little in Discord with some of the Sweet Summer fam, and one of them said that Tyrion is going to burn all the people of King's Landing with wildfire, and that's why he will be executed. And that's why Tyrion will say they deserved it. So I thought about that. And it's plausible that Tyrion will do that. He has used wildfire before. He knows where the alchemists keep it and all of that. During his trial in season 4, he did say he wished he had enough poison for the whole pack of them people. I'll play the clip.
I saved you. I saved this city and all your worthless lives. I should have let Stannis kill you all.
But will he do it because it's the only thing to do before the White Walkers swarm? Or will he do it selfishly out of betrayal? But I feel like that's kind of a parallel with Jaime. Like, Jaime killed the Mad King because it was the only thing to do. but the world saw Jaime as a traitor. So is that what's gonna go on with Tyrion? I'm not sure. So I don't think it makes sense that he would betray Daenerys. It makes more sense that it would be the only thing to do. I also think he would have to do something way worse, like kill Jon or kill her unborn child or something crazy for Daenerys to kill him. Daenerys was betrayed by Jorah Mormont. It cost her her son, her baby son, and eventually her husband. Did she kill him? No, she banished him. But there was one person that she executed to send a message. In Meereen, she made an example out of someone, a young boy that killed one of the masters after she told him not to. She had him beheaded because he killed her enemies against her wishes. She soon learned that that was a mistake, but she did it all the same. So could it be something like that? Maybe. I doubt it. This trial may very well be legit. But the reason Daenerys and Jon might not be there is because they're dead, they're delivering their own baby, or they are on their way to stop this from happening. What if they don't even consent to this and it's something that the people there are doing on their own and Jon and Dany have to come in and put a stop to it or change the punishment to the same one that Sir Ilyn Payne got, having his tongue ripped out? It doesn't make much sense. The only way this will make sense is if Daenerys just thinks that Tyrion had a hand in faking her out to go north, and he knew all along that Cersei wasn't going to stand down or meet them in the north. And in that case, it would mean that Tyrion is being framed by someone unless he really did know this all along. Maybe Bran can actually confirm that this didn't happen and save the day, but maybe this is not even a real scene. With HBO having Jaqen and the Waif and everyone else there, they are definitely trying to cover up what's going down in the Dragon Pit, and I actually hope that they manage to keep it under wraps. I love spoilers, but I've been fighting like Conor McGregor to stay away from spoilers, and sometimes you just can't. People just commented on videos and send you messages on Twitter, so just be mindful and leave spoiler tags where you have to click read more for the actual spoiler. So there are multiple people I think that have potential for betrayal. Varys, of course, I think he is probably the good candidate for betrayal and execution, but he's the only person I see fitting that bill. I could see Sansa doing some treachery, but not to the point of a trial and execution. I could see Tyrion being framed if he's on trial. Keep in mind, both previous times Tyrion was on trial, he was innocent. Now, if Tyrion is on trial again, he's probably innocent and he's probably being set up. Now, if Tyrion dies, that would mean the end of House Lannister. There's no way Cersei and Jaime live through all of 6 episodes. So Tyrion was to be our last lion. And I always thought that Tyrion would make it to the end of A Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones. Tyrion has a ton of parallels with Lan the Clever, and Lan died at a ripe old age with thousands of kids. And Tyrion says he wants to go out kind of the same way. This is how I want Tyrion's story to end. But it may be fitting that he does die, and so does House Lannister. How does that Lannister song go again?
Yes, now the rains we boys those and not are so to hear.
But what do you think? Is Tyrion a goner? Do you trust this spoiler? I'm like 50-50. I think Frikidoctor is trustworthy, but with HBO trying to fool people on what the ending is, I think it may not be as solid as usual. I just don't think that Tyrion dying at trial and being executed for treason, I just don't think it makes sense. But make sure you check Frikidoctor out. I'll leave his link below. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone that supports me on Patreon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and join the Sweet Summer family. Okay, my sweet summer children, have a good day.